Good morning and welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought I would give you a quick overview of the mega class for July. So the mega class is one where we'll be making 12 cards. It is a day class, so if you're interested in coming and having a fabulous day out, then it is so much fun to do this. And if you're not, but you would like it anyway and you would like it at home, I also do it as a post-out kit. So I will just quickly show you. As part of the kit, you will be getting the Sweet Jar photopolymer stamp set and the Sweet Jar builder punch. So that's included in the class itself. As well as some other bits and pieces, but there is that card, which is a what's the word for it, bookmark opening card or something like that, I think it is. And then there's this one and a shaker card. Gonna go through them quite fast. This one here, this one here, that one. There's another fancy fold card there. This one is another fancy fold. And then we've got this one, which I'm really happy with. It's one that actually spins like that, so you have your candles spinning on it. Then this one here is a really cool card as well. And last two, sending a little bit of luck your way. And another happy birthday one. So those are the cards that we will be creating even. If you are interested in either joining the class or getting it by mail, please let me know. The class is the 19th of July. So today what we're going to do, I thought I would show you what I showed or taught at Craft Alive. So this one you might sort of recognize the actual shape of it if you watch my videos fairly regularly, because I have done this same shape but used a different stamp set and papers. So we've got two like that, which are really cute. They stand up, angel wing cards, I call it. And then I also had those two as, hopefully that's not blinding. Oh, hang on, let me just, move them down. So those two are just ones that were going to be in their packs, or well, were in their packs for them to create at home as well. So there's those. And then the other one is this one here, which is like that. So triangle fancy fold cards, I called it. And then that's the other one. And there was also those, or that one, in their kits to create as well. So today I'm actually going to show you how to make these cards. So if you've already seen it, if you were at my class, you feel free to tune out, unless you want to hear me yattering and showing you how to create it. So this is what is in the packs. Oh, and that's a good point. I have some leftover packs if anyone is interested in getting one of these. Let me know. I charged $30 to actually do the class with me on the day, and then I had them for sale on the stand for $25, but seeing as I've got a few left over, I'm happy now to sell them for $20 if anyone is interested in them. So in here you will get extra papers, and this pack here has the extra cards that I just showed. So you also have just some of the excess papers that I didn't end up needing to use because they didn't work in the cards that I was teaching. But I figured, you know, rather than me keeping hold of the extra, people could actually enjoy having a bit of extra card stock themselves. And then into the main event, we have this and this. So you don't actually need all of these for the cards that we're doing, so it does mean that you end up with some extras. Plus you also have full instructions in here, so it does show you how to create the cards again should you wish to, and the measurements to use and things like that. So it's got measurements on the front for card 1 and card 2, and it's also got everything that I've used on it. Righty ho, let us go for card number 1. which is, drum roll, this one here. So this is this card. Okay, so you've got your two little shelves of drinks on it, which I thought was kind of cool. So this is my design of card. I didn't actually see this one anywhere else, but I did see this one somewhere else, and that's what kind of spurred into folding a little further on. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start attaching things together. I will speed the video up as I do so I'm not going to talk my way through it. And currently I'm just looking for my, there it is, my glue mat. So let's go for it. So now that I've got these pieces all glued onto their backing, there are two pieces here that have embossing on them. Let me just move up here and show you. There we go. So you can see that one is embossed and that one is embossed. The rest of them are just plain. So the two embossed pieces are going to go on the outsides of your card. Let's just pop that down and refocus. There we go, back in focus again. So the next thing to do is these two little strips that create these two shelving pieces. The first strip, you're going to fold it so that it is at like on that corner, or right angles, maybe that's the right word to say, so that you've got it that way. And then the other side folds in exactly the same way and in the same direction, so that you've got two pieces, 1, 2, like that, and then you fold it in half. So that is what you will end up with. Okay. Now what happens is these little tabs get a little bit of glue on them. So maybe just do one at a time. Let's see if I can get the glue out. It's handy. Okay. And it's going to sit in here. So you want it so that when the card is open like this, it's going to sit at the correct angle, so that it's what's the word? Level with the floor. That makes sense. Which means that when it goes on, you actually have it so that it's like that. So it's kind of level with the bottom of the card. And then just pop a bit of glue onto this side and press it down like that. So then that way you end up with that. And as I say, when you look at the card, if you're, well, let's see if I can, yes. Then when it's standing like that, this part here is level with the ground level, as it were. So then the other piece doesn't get folded in the same way. So then this one gets folded with a little piece on the end. So about 5-7 mils or so. It's not 100% accurate. You just fold both sides over like that, and then you fold it in half again. So you've got that, that, and that. And then this time, this one just sits down the bottom here. So again, just do one side at a time. And let's attach that one. Oh, okay. Probably better like that. And then if you fold it down, you can then put a bit of glue onto this part here. Just spread that glue around a little bit and press it down onto there. Now I have a gluey finger. So then that creates your 2 shelves for you. Okay. And then what happens is, out of these papers that are in your kit, you then cut out whatever bits that you want on there and decorate it up so that you end up with that look and that look. Okay, and then the last part of it is to pop your saying onto here. So I have just realised that I have not got the sayings mounted up on stamp sets, so on blocks. Give me a sec. So when I did the ice cubes, if you ink it up with the Secret Sea, which is the colour I'm using, and you stamp it off, you will then find that it gives you that slightly cooler looking colour. And, you know, you could always do it up in the other corner as well if you want to. Let's just pop those to one side. And the next part is that I have this, and this needs to attach onto the back here to give you sort of like just a little something behind it. I have used tear and tape to do mine. And then I find if you've used tear and tape, it actually makes it so much easier. So let's see, which way do I want it going? I want it kind of coming out of here. So if you don't like what you've done there, like I don't really like what's happened there, you can then take it straight off the tear and tape and try again. That feels a lot better. And then I'm just going to pop a bit more of the tear and tape. Oh, probably not quite that much, but never mind. There we go. It's a good job. It's tear and tape. So then we can take those little pieces off there and attach it onto there. And in fact, I might just, try and stab myself with the scissors. There we go. Might just trim that down was what I was going to say, rather than stab myself with the scissors, but you know, that works. Okay, and then the last thing to do is just to attach this on. So what I've done, I've added a couple of dimensionals onto here. So let me find my large dimensionals. Apparently I have small ones quite prolifically. Wow, 5 packs of small ones and finally found larger ones. Okay, so what I did was I've actually added one, taken the top off and added a second one onto there. Just, I want it to bulk it out a tad. And then that's it. So that is potentially what it looks like once you've added the bottles and things to it as well. And then obviously you would add some bling as well. And that's that. So that is card number 1. Card number 2 is this one. We will just grab this out of its packet as well. That's not its packet. Excellent. Number 2. Packet is over here. I feel like my craft room is beginning to sink again because I seem to be rolling backwards in this direction again, which is a bit of a pity. Okay, so again, I've already scored and folded and everything it. Might pop the measurements up on my blog just in case anyone's interested in them. And then, so in this one, it has a couple of things for the front there. And in fact, when I did it with one of the ladies at Craft Alive, we ended up using a couple of these, so a couple more drinks on here, and that looked really good, I reckon. But there, I did originally design it with the orange and the strawberry. Unfortunately, that particular day, I had forgotten to take in the colours to do that. So, oops. Again, it's a case of adding these parts onto here. But what you do want to do is if you decide that you want to add it so that you've got that side instead, not sure I recommend it because that one will be coming, oh no, it might not. You would want to make sure that it is going to sit in the right direction. No. And I don't think I can get it so that it does sit in the right direction, to be perfectly honest. I think one of them would end up upside down with that, which is why I chose the green. But equally, you could make them all different. So you could have one that is... I can do this. I promise I can do this. Okay, you could have one that's green, one that's... no. One that's like that. One that is... Oh, yes, that would work if I did it that way. And then one that's like that. So potentially you could do it like that. You know what? I might try it. See what it looks like. What's the worst that could happen? I forget to use my glue mat. Okay, I'm going to go silent and glue. So I've done the outside too, but these ones here, you actually need to leave. So what's going to happen is they're going to come here, but this piece, the little strap that goes through the middle, has to actually attach on behind these. So in fact, you can either attach it like this now and then attach it down to those, or you can leave a gap at the top and attach it. So you know what I'm just going to do? I'm going to attach it now. Why? Because I can. Come on, we can do this. But you do need to keep an eye on exactly what you're doing when you're doing this. So it goes so that it's next to that, and then it will be level at the top. Okay, and then this will attach onto here. So let's go ahead and attach that down. So when you look at it, it's going to sit like this. This part here, so you can kind of see that there's a couple of score lines in it there. So I'll just squeeze those together. So then when it comes to this part here, it actually goes in there. So if I then bring that out and I want to attach it so that it's going to be on there. Let's just do a little bit of a glue there. So it's going to attach in about the same place as it did over here. Doesn't have to be 100% accurate, but you want it to be close. Come back, and then we shall put that onto there like that. So it seems a bit weird because you've got them sort of facing each other, but it does work when it goes onto the card, I promise. Okay, and it will keep your card together, as you can see from this. So then now it's a case of attach one side down. One side down like that. And then those two should fold up enough that you can put the glue onto this and fold down the other side. Yep, come on. I want it so that it's sort of sitting on top of the one that's already there. Hopefully it has not moved. Oh, that looks good. And that is then how it will sit. So it is a bit sort of like, it feels a bit clunky and awkward as you do that, but it does work, believe me. And as you can sort of see, it sort of works there. There we go. Okay. Then it's a case of decorating it up and it will end up looking like this. So again, you've got a piece of ribbon to go through it like that and like that. Obviously, you're going to stamp on it first. That is pretty much it. So I will put the measurements up on my blog, so do go along and have a look. If you're not inclined to buy one of the kits, then that's fine, or if you just want to make it with something completely different, that's fine too. Thank you so much for joining me. Do come and see what I get up to next week. And check out my blog as well. I will put all the links for everything that I've actually used as well down on my blog. All right, thanks. Bye.